Hello, you beautiful dreamers. Hope everybody's doing well, and hope you're looking forward to a little video today on a game called Resultarias, or Resultarias. I'm not quite sure. It probably is Resultarias, but I can only go with that as it's what it sounds like in my head, so we'll probably call it that as we travel through it. I came across this game a little bit randomly on my travels. I don't know if it's on the Yume Fangames wiki, although it probably ought to be. And I thought it was worth having a little look and sharing it with you guys. Now, full disclosure, I have tried to record this a couple of times and it's been a bit of a disaster, so this isn't going to be like super blind play. I do know what I'm doing, and as the author of the game, one Chris DBHR says, this game is marketed as a prototype and not a demo, and explicitly says to remind, well, in fact, what it says is, please, if you do a video, remember your viewers about that. So consider yourself in my memories, viewers. But I'm not gonna let that dissuade me from my brutal commentary. You know, even if you made this game in memory of your recently deceased mother and father, I'm still gonna call it a fucking piece of shit. They would be so disappointed in you. They would kill you. But this game's fine, so we don't need to worry about that. Resultarius is a surrealist adventure game narrated by Dream Exploration. You play as Utsuki, Utsuki, we'll go with Utsuki. I'll probably forget that before we've even left this page. A girl that for some reason doesn't want to leave his bedroom and will only explore the world through her dreams. This game features various worlds, characters, items that can be collected on the dream world and used for various purposes, but mainly helping the exploration and advance through the narrative. Sounds good. Sounds pretty Yume Nikki. You can see it was updated 23 days ago. I think it's been in progress for considerably longer than that, maybe about a year. But it's nice to see that it's still in active development. And of course, we have the useful tags of 3D atmospheric exploration, female protagonist, horror, mystery, narrative, relaxing, single player, and Unity. And I can confirm that at least 3 of those are true. Maybe 4. So that's the game. What does it look like, you might be wondering? Well, of course, I can show you. It looks like this. What does it sound like? It sounds like this. Which sounds very nice, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, play. So interestingly enough, it seems if you don't have a save, or I don't know, the way this game saves things is a bit strange, but before we do anything, we're going to wake up. Because I want to show you guys my bedroom. I did tease this game off a little while ago in a short little update video, but I don't think anybody clocked it really, or was that fussed, or didn't watch the video. We've got a light on the floor, maybe a fire hazard, I don't know. In typical dreamer fashion, can I go out? She kind of shakes her head. Utsuki, she just shakes her head. There's like 2 use buttons. There's like, I think there's one use button to use things, and there's one use button to use like effects. We can go over here and we look at the very wiggly buildings outside, and wiggly they are. She kind of cranes her head in a funny way when you look out there. It's so beautiful, the outside of where I am. I like that the light at the bottom there has a sort of a glowy effect. It's nice. But now she's gone forever. Nice. Okay, well let's do the dreamer thing. Dreamer moments. And we land in this place, which is the Nexus, with a very psychedelic floor, which I do like. And you can run. That's the most important thing to remember here. Let's go in this door. Retrace the steps of the things that I know so far, and I don't know if I've found everything in this game. The camera was immediately jolting to a camera angle there. We'll need to fight it to not do that. It's not always going to cooperate with us on that, but we will certainly try. As we rush through the sand filled with bottles. Yeah, you see? Bottles. Bottles. Lots of bottles. Lots of bottles indeed. Very big bottles for a very big bingo stream. We're expecting to get a lot of conditions. Hi. What's going on? She's kind of like, what do you want? Looks suspicious, I think. This one has not fared as well. Do you want to walk through your friend? Yeah. It's a bit rude. Then again, dying in the desert's a bit rude, generally, isn't it? Who do you think's going to come and clean up your friend, eh? Yeah. Oh well. Look at this. Look at this here. The mysterious desert sand banana. Floating its way up and down. No, it's not actually. It's a bottle. See? It's all bottles. So something funny happens sometimes when you skitter your way down the slope. She sort of combo T-poses and then falls over. And then she has like a proper falling animation. All the things are very nicely animated, it must be said. The character's movement is nice. And you're undoubtedly going to hear me talking about my own efforts at 3D Yume Nikki fangamering. As we always do, you know, as soon as we see anything three-dimensional, it's like, oh yeah, that's like Chiller, isn't it? It's just like Chiller. Yeah, that's what Chiller was going to be like if it wasn't a piece of shit. But yeah, unavoidable. They're all derivatives, really. It's a joke, of course, but you know, it just always makes me think of like what could have been if not for the massive chasm of competence to cross. So what else is there to do around here? Well, you know, you could just run out into the sand. I mean, you could do that. There's a lot of sand to run out into. But mercifully, don't know at what point we'll start getting a look at it. But if we run over here enough, we start getting this effect. Which seems to be saying, you gotta turn back now. Warning, you are leaving the combat area. Deserters will be shot. Thankfully you don't get shot. You just run the other way, and then everything's fine. Eventually. There we go. Good, well, out here in the desert, what else is there to do? We've had a good time with that. Well, surely there must be something other than bottles to play with. As much fun as these bottles are. Carefully panning the camera. Well, perhaps there is some things other than bottles to play with. She's shaking her head rather funkily there. If we just maneuver our way around this particular bottle, maybe we'll get a good look at the surrounding landscape. Well, there's a strange sort of shape over there. That doesn't look too much like a bottle. Let's go see what that is. Ah, something that you often find in the company of bottles. Perhaps a giant cup. Perfect for drinking a giant drink out of. Although, I tell you what, even though these bottles are big, I think you'd struggle to fill up this cup. I mean, it's friggin' huge. Let's go. You got these curious sort of Resident Evil Dino Crisis, like, fixed camera angles that spring at you sometimes. Let's go in. I gotta say, I love this area. There's one thing that I wish I had considered something a little bit like this in my own 3D adventures, but yeah, there's not enough Yume Nikki fan games have disco balls and dancing. You wouldn't catch old Urutsuki out here on the dance floor, but our protagonist, she's no stranger to the dance floor. Look at this. Even got a glow stick. Excellent. Glow stick on. This is how you glow stick. By magically turning it off and on again. Maybe she's not as at home on the dance floor as I'd like to say. You can do this though. Love it. Very good. As far as I know, there's no way out of here. You can't even return to whence you came. So we're instead just going to run towards the camera, do a little bit of that, and then we will wake up. She does an interesting little gesture when you wake up, somewhere between pinching her cheek and giving a thumbs up, which I like. Thumbs up is a good waking up gesture. Good. Well, that's that done. Well, what about this world? Just got sort of a scrunchy look to it. And a sort of a pencily sound, a scribbly sound when you walk. Get these little birds. There's also little planes. Birds and planes. A classic combo. There's also these giant hands. Let's go have a look at this though. What is it, you might ask? 'Tis an instrument. Now, you might have thought that Urotsuki had it good with the trombone, right? Trombones are all well and good and everything. But this instrument, violin I guess, is absolutely incredible. The most musically accurate instrument I've ever heard in a Yume Nikki fan game, or possibly even ever in my entire life. Check this out. That one's really sharp, like, jeez. But I do like this one the most, I think. Good. Music is undoubtedly going to crop up a little bit in this because I will mistakenly bring out the violin and start making a fat beat on it. And by fat beat, I mean sounding a bit like, I don't know, broken bed spring, a broken bed spring, dial-up modem, something else horrendous. Yeah. Oh well. Musical talents, you know. What about these hands? Yeah. They don't really do anything. We can't use them. We can like do the. Oh, jeez, right. Okay. We can do that. We can extreme close up. Yes. You can do that. Feature or bug? Who knows? That one looks small. I guess they are different sizes. Not all blue paper planes are created equally. What about these little guys that are scuttling about on the floor? Hi. What you got to say? Oops. Well, you know, that's what you get for living on the floor. You are risking life and limb for one great moment. But unfortunately for you, it didn't work out. You lost. Sorry. What if we do this? Well, okay. Very good. You may also be hearing a strange sort of thudding or a big whooshing sound. Well, if we look around up here, carefully, dreamers, very carefully. She keeps like craning her head to look at the little creatures. But look in the sky, dreamers. Specifically at the sky. Look. Big bird. I reckon we could take it. If it was down here, we'd stand on it. And then it'd be in trouble. I guess what you could try and do if you're particularly patient is try and stand on all these little things, although their hit geometry is a bit strange, as you can see. That are just rubbish at hitting them. But you know, that's not that exciting. Let's get out of here. Smash our face into the door and continue on. Oh jeez. Into the psychedelic nexus area. Okay, well, that was fun. What about this door? To the snow. Very pretty snow. Reminds me of home. You've got this cool kind of, I guess it's what, tessellation effect going on with the snow, which is quite cute. There's a snowman. Hello there, snowman. You want a glow stick? Replace that snowy nose of yours with a snowy glow stick. But it almost looked like he turned around there. Maybe we can free him a little bit. We'll get rid of some of the snow. The snow that binds you, snowman. So you can finally die. A free snowman. Let's clearing out some of these wee nipples. There we go. Good. Good. Looking beautiful. There you go. Well done. Well done. Job well done. Yes. Check the sky out. Very pretty though. Very pretty. So what's there to do here? Well, I'll show you, Dreamers. But while we do that, we can discuss this game. I mean, it's very well put together for a prototype. I mean, Lord knows there's games on the Yume Nikki Fangames wiki which do not market themselves as a prototype, which are, well, let's face it, a hell of a lot less playable than this. So, admittedly, if it's taken a year to get to this point, well, fair enough. Maybe a slow burner, but hey, at least it is burning. And burning, I mean in a good way. You know, like, you know, she's on fire. Like, oh god, she's on fire. Put it out quickly. Look at this white globe. Perhaps like something out of one of them MMORPGs. Let's go inside. Green. And then black and white. Ish. It's interesting, this. I guess the author's using funky shaders to do funky things. Again, blowing my own trumpet a little bit, playing my own violin, but strumming my own harp. But I obviously was trying to do that with Chiller as well, and yeah, it didn't really apply it very well. I did get it working, but this is how you do it right here. See these little patches here? I don't know what that's about. Well, so we've not been here. But look at this. An hourglass. Let's play with it. Beep. So there's all these effects here. To my knowledge, we're not gonna get all of these effects. In fact, I'm fairly sure we have got all of the effects that are in the game at the moment with this item that we've collected. But notice there was a bit of rubble falling there. Well, what's that about? What does this effect even do? Well, I'll show you, Dreamers. It does this. It makes a loud noise. And it comes flying back to you. That's good fun, isn't it? Yeah. What's the thing? I guess is it stopping time? Perhaps that's the idea of it. It's a cool effect though. I do like it. So yeah, I don't think there's much else to do in this snowy landscape other than just take in the snowy splendor. No music. There isn't a massive amount of music in this game, which is possibly one thing I would observe. You know, I'm a sucker for some Fangame bangers. Fangame bangers, Volume 1. Let's get out of here. There was a snowflake there that was really in shot, and it looks very pretty. God, talk about in shot. Let's go in this purple door. Here we go. This world does have music. It also has walking sounds. And a giant 4 submersed in the floor. 4 in the floor. 4 in the floor. She isn't that bothered about it. There's also a bunch of 6s. And as if that wasn't enough numbers for you, look at these little 2s. Now, what they immediately make me think of is the old idents that you used to get for BBC Two. Of course, I imagine that means little to the most of you. Maybe some of you who know what BBC Two is will remember these little 2s. You jump about. They had like a little 2, do things, jump about. Sometimes it was in other scenarios, you know. It's typical comedy scenarios that we get for a number 2. Just jumping around. What if we do this now? 1秒経過2秒経過3秒経過4秒経過5秒経過6秒経過7秒経過戻ってこれ時間 Does look quite cool with that on. Makes the world look totally different. So maybe we should try that a little bit more. There's not much in here, other than some numbers and stuff to look at. But it does have music, you know. Big fan of that. There's also this, though. A chess piece. A chest piece. Let's do it. And that takes us here. To the chessboard. But there's no footsteps. There's a bit of TV grain. And there's a lot of pawns. A lot of pawns. It's a very interesting game of chess. I don't think this is regulation chess rules, having this many pawns on the pitch, as it were. Maybe it's like battle chess, or maybe war chess, World War chess. It's a true tragedy. World War chess. All the pawns that died. Look at this. I don't think you get this many horses in a chess either. In a chess. I think the rooks are a bit smaller too. Yeah, but you know, they are quite a powerful building in chess. So, do you do base building in chess? I can't remember. I know you need to harvest. You need to get the harvesters and the harvest in the Tiberium and make sure you've got power plants. And make sure you have enough farms as well. That's important. But I mean, beyond that, I mean, you know, chess changes a lot over time, doesn't it? You know, they're releasing new chess rules every other day. You know, maybe this is chess. Maybe this is like this is chess now. You need a board so big that you can run around on it, and you need to build rooks that are so big that you could literally live in them. In fact, you could live in the horses. You could live in any of these pieces, really, even the pawns. Assuming you don't need much personal space. I mean, she could fit in there, right? She could fit inside a single pawn. There's not much to do in here. As best as I can see, just take in the chess atmosphere. Look off into the distance. The one thing that is a little bit odd is the way the camera works. It kind of, you move where you're looking, which it makes sense, although it seems a little bit odd at first. Certainly, I wasn't too sure about it, but it does also lead to this sort of, you're trying to look around. She'll like, well, you can also do that. For some reason, the sound's only coming out the left. Rook Borku, you say? And it's with us again. Good. Yeah. Big chess, small chess. Big chest pieces, small chest pieces. We can look at over here as well. We can see down there the base of a giant chess piece. Yes, it's very nice. But that's about it. I think as best as I know, and I can now also confirm, having checked the notes on the itch.io page, I believe this is your lot for this prototype, which, you know, makes sense. It's marketed as a prototype, so with that we will wake up. Good. Wee thumbs up. Wee thumbs up to say goodbye. And that's it. You don't need to save your game. The game saves itself automatically, which is quite a nice little feature. Does have the traditional sort of dreamery saving instrument, which I guess is what that is. But we don't need to play with that. So we can just look out the window with amazement, as she does. And we can probably sum it up with that, I think. Yeah. So this is really promising. I'd be really interested to see where this goes. Maybe this is the kind of thing that the developer should consider adding to the recently announced Dream Diary Jam 5, Dreamers. Dream Diary Jam 5. Oh god, this is all I need to try and worry about. Dream Diary Jam 5. Of course, if you are partaking in such mental gymnastics, you gotta let me know in the comments or join the Discord and we can complain about it together. Am I going to join it? I don't fucking know. We can just sort of wiggle around here at the window. But we shall see. Of course, if you have any talent of any kind, I mean, it didn't stop me, I don't have any talent, you might consider joining it. Maybe the developer of this will consider joining it and really use it as an opportunity to cram some content into the game. And it'll be less of a prototype and more of a demo. That would be exciting. But that's it, Dreamers. Don't really have a lot else to add. If I just do this quickly, and we quickly go back to the itch.io page. Yeah, that's it, Dreamers. Interesting little game. Be interesting to see where it goes. Maybe give it a shot and see if you can find anything that I didn't see. You can see this post going back to 2020, perhaps even older than that. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, Dreamers. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Leave a comment if you're partaking in the Dream Diary Jam 5. And hopefully I will see you next time.